the RNTCP and be part of the external quality assurance mechanisms, because we are investing resources by doing all these activities like training and external quality assurance, etc. So let's go ahead with the process. The medical college has to then liaise with the National Reference Laboratory concerned for training of the staff, accreditation process in consultation with CTD. Accreditation process will start only when the laboratory infrastructure is in place and all the staff are trained. The NRL will identify 10 cultures and will retest from the existing isolates of this particular lab. Once this exercise of setting up 100 DST is completed by the particular laboratory and the retesting process has commenced, the NRL will initiate a pre-assessment visit again. Following this, the NRL will give the proficiency panel of 20 cultures, which will have to be tested at the RL or the concerned laboratory, and results communicated to the NRL. So there is a two-way exchange of cultures. There is a panel coming from the National Reference Laboratory to your particular lab, and from the set of 100 results, the first 100 results that you have shared with the lab, with the NRL, they will ask you to send randomly selected 10 samples, and both the labs will then retest these separate set of or panels of cultures. Being complied to, and whether the corrective actions have been taken, and whether the lab is now complete to undertake quality assured culture DST. So accreditation will be deferred if any shortfalls in physical infrastructure or safety requirements or any other mandatory requirements, even if the proficiency testing is being cleared. There are examples of labs whose accreditation were held up despite of the proficiency testing being cleared because of infrastructure and HR related pending issues. So that's critical. The accreditation certificate will then be sent electronically from Central TB Division on receiving the parallel testing results and the recommendation of NRL. The certificate is valid for a period of 2 years and is subject to renewal only on maintaining proficiency testing. Proficiency testing will be done on an annual basis, and the accreditation will be withdrawn if the proficiency testing is failed twice consecutively. Thank you. I clearly mentioned that the national reference laboratories, the 4 national reference laboratories, we are focusing first on these 4 laboratories to have the second line DST mechanisms in place. Once that happens, there is definitely a plan of training the initial laboratories who have got accredited long back and who have 2 or 3 years of experience of doing culture and DST for solid culture. There will be a training program designed at the national reference laboratories for those labs gradually. We will move a little slow on that. Yeah, please.
So is it essential that